They poured wine on the wrong man, and by the time they realized who he truly was, it was already too late. Most times in life, people forget one simple truth. The person you look down on today might be the one holding your future tomorrow. This is the story of a quiet man they mocked, insulted, humiliated, and pushed aside, without knowing he secretly owned the very company they were trying to impress. A story of pride, a story of consequences, a story of how one silent man changed the destiny of 200 people with a single decision. His name was Eli Dawson. To everyone else, Eli looked painfully ordinary. A plain black suit, old shoes, no expensive watch, no entourage, no bodyguards. Just a man who blended into the background like a shadow. But behind that simple appearance, Eli controlled something far greater. He was the majority investor behind an $800 million merger, a deal that would shake an entire industry. Yet on this night, no one knew. No one recognized him. No one realized that the man they were judging by his clothes was the man with the power to make or break their company. Eli walked into the Grand Hotel ballroom quietly, with a small smile on his face. He wasn't there for attention, praise, or admiration. He simply wanted to observe the people he was about to trust with a piece of his empire. But from the moment he stepped in, the whispers began. Who invited him? He looks lost. He definitely doesn't belong with the VIPs. Eli heard every word, yet he still smiled calmly. At the center of the event was Amara, a brilliant, ambitious CEO in her early 30s. This deal was her dream come true. It would take her company global, give her expansion, influence, recognition. Her entire life had built up to this night. But Amara had one fatal flaw. She respected only those she believed were powerful and dismissed anyone who didn't look the part. While trying to get a drink, Eli accidentally bumped into Amara's assistant, causing the man to spill wine on his own shirt. The assistant exploded instantly. "Are you blind? Do you know how expensive this suit is?" People turned to look. They saw an expensive suit ruined, and a simple man standing there apologizing quietly. "I'm sorry," Eli said. "It wasn't intentional." But the assistant shoved him slightly. "Keep your sorry. Just get out of the way." Amara walked over with irritation on her face. She didn't even let Eli speak. "Who is he? Why is he creating a scene?" she snapped. "Security, remove him from the VIP area. He doesn't belong here." Guests chuckled. Someone whispered, "Probably came for free drinks." Another guest, already tipsy, smirked and without hesitation poured the rest of his wine onto Eli's shoulder. The crowd laughed. Eli didn't yell. He didn't shove back. He simply inhaled deeply, and something subtle shifted in his eyes. He wiped the wine from his jacket. "All right," he said softly. "I'll leave." He walked out while laughter followed behind him. But destiny was already moving. Just a few minutes later, Amara's head investor entered from the side entrance. He scanned the room and asked the one question that sent a shockwave through the entire ballroom. "Why isn't Mr. Dawson inside yet? He was supposed to be welcomed personally." Amara frowned. "Mr. Dawson? Which Dawson?" The investor looked confused. "The man signing your $800 million deal, the majority shareholder, the owner of the company you're merging with." The room fell silent. Utter silence. A guest whispered, "You don't mean the man we just threw out?" The investor blinked. "What do you mean, threw out?" People exchanged nervous looks. Amara suddenly felt her knees weaken. She ran. She didn't walk. She ran out of the ballroom, her heels echoing through the hallway. She found Eli near the entrance, quietly cleaning the wine stain from his jacket. She approached slowly. "Mr. Dawson, I didn't know," she stammered. "I'm so sorry." Eli looked up with calm eyes. "No one ever does," he replied quietly. "Please," she begged. "Please come back inside. Let's finalize the deal. Eli stood up straight. A deal built on disrespect, he said, isn't a deal I want to be part of. Panic spread in her voice.